The myth of blood type. What's really flowing beneath the surface? There's something strangely comforting about the idea that who we are, our habits, our quirks, even our worst personality flaws, might be hiding quietly in our veins. Type A, you must be organized and anxious. Type B, creative but selfish. Type O, confident, maybe a little too confident. Type AB, a walking contradiction. It sounds neat. It sounds poetic. It sounds suspiciously like a horoscope. So, is there any truth to it? Or is this just another story we've told ourselves because we like simple answers to complicated questions? Let's roll up our sleeves carefully and take a closer look. A story written in blood, literally. Before we talk about personality, we need to understand what blood type actually is. Blood types are determined by tiny molecules, called antigens, that sit on the surface of your red blood cells. Depending on which antigens you have A, B, both, or none, your blood is classified as A, B, AB, or O. These types are inherited from your parents, like eye color or height, and they matter a lot in medicine. If you receive the wrong blood type during a transfusion, your immune system can panic and attack it, which can be life-threatening. There's also the Rh factor, positive or negative, which adds another layer of complexity and importance, especially during pregnancy. So yes, blood type is real, important, and deeply biological. But here's the twist. None of that has anything to do with your personality. Where did the personality myth come from? The idea that blood type determines personality didn't come from science, it came from culture. In the early 20th century, a Japanese researcher named Takeji Furukawa suggested that blood types might explain differences between groups of people. His study was based on a tiny sample size and shaky reasoning, but the idea stuck. Then, in the 1970s, a writer named Masahiko Nomi popularized the concept through books and media. Suddenly, blood type became a personality label, like astrology, but with biology as a disguise. In Japan and Korea, the belief became so widespread that people began asking, "What's your blood type?" the way others ask, "What's your zodiac sign?" There were even dating services, job screenings, and school groupings based on blood type. Yes, really. The science says not so fast. Here's where things get interesting, and a little disappointing, depending on how much you enjoy personality quizzes. Most scientific studies have found no meaningful connection between blood type and personality. Large-scale research analyzing thousands, even hundreds of thousands, of people shows that blood type explains almost none of the differences in personality. In fact, one analysis found that blood type accounted for less than 0.3% of personality variation. Statistical dust. So why do people still believe it? The mind plays tricks, why it feels true. Humans are excellent storytellers, and even better at believing our own stories. Psychologists call this the Barnum effect or Forer effect, our tendency to accept vague, general personality descriptions as if they were made just for us. If you're a type A, you're responsible but sometimes stressed. If you're type O, you're confident but stubborn. Almost anyone can see themselves in those statements. Add culture, repetition, and a bit of social pressure, and something fascinating happens. We don't just believe the description, we start to live it. This is called a self-fulfilling prophecy. So the myth survives, not because it's true, but because we quietly help make it feel true. But wait, does blood type affect anything? Yes, just not your personality. Blood type can influence certain biological factors. Some types offer partial protection against diseases like malaria. Others may be linked to different risks for infections or conditions. There is even emerging research into how blood types may interact with the gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living inside your body, sometimes called the second brain. But here's the key. Even these complex biological interactions do not translate into personality traits. They affect cells, not character. So why do we even have blood types? This is where the story gets genuinely fascinating. Blood types didn't evolve to define personalities. They evolved to help us survive. The ABO blood group system is ancient, at least 20 million years old. Over time, different environments and diseases shaped which blood types became more common in certain regions. Think of it as an evolutionary trade-off. Type O is more common in regions where malaria has been widespread because it may offer some protection against severe infection. Type A may have provided advantages against certain bacterial diseases, like plague. Different regions of the world show different distributions of blood types, shaped by migration, climate, and disease exposure. In other words, your blood type is not a personality label, it's a survival record, a quiet, microscopic memory of the battles your ancestors fought long before you were born. Strange cases that make blood even more fascinating. Just when you think blood types are simple, science adds a twist. Take the cis-AB blood type, a rare genetic mutation, where one gene can produce both A and B antigens at once. Because instead of inheriting an A allele from one parent and a B from the other, both are inherited together on a single chromosome. Or the mysterious Rh null blood type, sometimes called golden blood. It's incredibly rare and incredibly valuable. People with it can donate blood to others with rare Rh system needs, but they can only receive blood from someone with the same type. There are even rare cases where a person's blood type appears to change after a bone marrow transplant or certain illnesses. All of this highlights something important. Blood biology is complex, precise, and sometimes life or death, which makes the idea of it, deciding your favorite hobby, feel a little out of place. When beliefs become harmful. At first glance, blood type personality theory seems harmless, just a fun way to describe people. But it doesn't always stay harmless. In Japan and Korea, discrimination based on blood type has been reported, sometimes called burahara, blood type harassment. People have been judged, excluded, or labeled before anyone gets to know who they really are. It's a quiet reminder. Even small myths can grow teeth. So, can we ignore blood type? For personality? Yes, completely. For health? Absolutely not. Blood type matters in hospitals, in emergencies, in pregnancy, and in understanding certain biological risks. It can save your life, but it does not define who you are. The final drop. There's something poetic about wanting personality to live in our blood. It feels ancient, like identity written into us before we even speak our first word. But the truth is both simpler and more beautiful. You are not your blood type. You are shaped by your experiences, your choices, your relationships, by every moment you've lived. Blood carries oxygen. It carries nutrients. It keeps you alive. But it does not carry your personality. That part, that's entirely, wonderfully, unpredictably yours.
It's time to study new words in context. 1. Quirk. Definition: a small and unusual habit or behavior that makes someone different. Example: one of his quirks is talking to himself when he is thinking. 2. Flaws. Definition: small mistakes or weak points in a person or thing. Example: everyone has flaws, and that is what makes us human. 3. Contradiction. Definition: when two ideas or statements do not agree with each other. Example: it is a contradiction to say you love animals but hurt them. 4. Neat. Definition: simple, clear, and well organized. Example: her notes are very neat and easy to read. 5. Horoscope. Definition: a prediction about your life based on your birth date. Example: she reads her horoscope every morning for fun. 6. Molecules. Definition: very small parts of a substance made of atoms joined together. Example: water molecules are made of hydrogen and oxygen. 7. Antigens. Definition: small things in the body that help the immune system recognize what belongs and what does not. Example: antigens on blood cells help doctors know your blood type. 8. Transfusion. Definition: a medical process where blood is given to a person through a tube. Example: the patient needed a blood transfusion after the accident. 9. Astrology. Definition: the belief that stars and planets affect people's lives. Example: astrology is popular, but it is not based on science. 10. Zodiac sign. Definition: one of 12 star signs based on your birth date. Example: her zodiac sign is Leo because she was born in August. 11. Gut microbiome. Definition: the tiny living things inside your stomach that help digest food and keep you healthy. Example: a healthy gut microbiome can improve your digestion. 12. Trait. Definition: a quality or characteristic of a person. Example: kindness is an important trait in a good friend. 13. Allele. Definition: a form of a gene that you get from your parents. Example: you get one allele from your mother and one from your father. 14. Chromosome. Definition: a structure in your cells that carries genetic information. Example: humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes in their cells. 15. Even small myths can grow teeth. Definition: even a small false idea can become harmful if people believe it too much. Example: even small myths can grow teeth, like when people judge others by their blood type.
Comprehension questions. 1. What is the main idea of the article? Answer: the article explains that blood type does not decide a person's personality, even though many people believe it does. 2. Why do some people believe blood type affects personality? Answer: because of cultural ideas, especially in countries like Japan and Korea, where the belief became popular through books and media. 3. What are blood types based on? Answer: blood types are based on antigens found on red blood cells. 4. Why are blood types important in medicine? Answer: they are important for safe blood transfusions, pregnancy, and understanding disease risks. 5. What can happen if a person receives the wrong blood type? Answer: their immune system can attack the blood, which can be dangerous or even deadly. 6. What did scientific studies find about blood type and personality? Answer: studies found no strong connection between blood type and personality. 7. What does 0.3% of personality variation mean in the article? Answer: it means blood type has almost no effect on personality. 8. What is the Barnum effect? Answer: it is when people believe general personality descriptions are special and true for them. 9. What is a self-fulfilling prophecy? Answer: it is when people start to act in a certain way because they believe something about themselves. 10. Does blood type affect anything in the body? Answer: yes, it can affect health, such as disease risk and how the immune system works. 11. Why did blood types evolve according to the article? Answer: they evolved to help humans survive diseases in different environments. 12. What is special about the cis-AB blood type? Answer: it is a rare type where both A and B traits come from one parent on a single chromosome. 13. Why is Rh null called golden blood? Answer: because it is very rare and can help many people, but people who have it can only receive the same type. 14. What is Burahara? Answer: it is discrimination or unfair treatment based on blood type. 15. What is the final message of the article? Answer: blood type is important for health, but it does not define your personality. You are shaped by your life and choices.